Hi, neighbor. I'm Donnie Bennett from the Donnie Bennett Team here at Blackstone Ocean Properties, and it's time for a little Real Estate 101. And today, we're going to tackle some myth busting for home sellers. But first, look at the face of this puppy. He's adorable, right? His name's Benny, and Benny's about to become food. Yeah. So, unless you step in right now, you won't want anything bad to happen to him. But unless you step up, help out, he's going to be in rough shape. Good news is you absolutely do have the power to step in and save Benny. It won't cost you a dime, no financial investment. Plus, you can do it right now. What can you do to help save this adorable puppy? Just like this video, subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask. Like and subscribe. 2 little clicks, and you'll stop Benny from possibly becoming migrant food down at CampFoxy in Providence, Rhode Island. Google it in case you don't know. But just like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. And don't forget, your questions and your feedback are always welcome in the comments. You can say hi to me. You can say hi to Benny. He watches. He reads all the comments. And besides helping Benny, you'll be helping the channel. You'll be helping me. And you'll be helping the team to keep bringing you real answers to your real estate questions. All right, now with that out of the way, let's get into the real stuff here, the good stuff. 5 myths that home sellers should stop believing. Calm down. Benny's fine. He's living a better life than all of us. Trust me, he's doing well. So the pictures. He's very stressed out, right? But let's get into the real meat of this. 5 myths that home sellers should stop believing. Myth number 1. All we need to do is have an open house this weekend, right? No. Contrary to popular belief, that is not true. Weekend open house events do not bring out the most serious buyers. And sure, open house events can fill up fast on a bright and sunny weekend, but the reality is that many of those visitors end up being nothing more than nosy neighbors or general looky-loos. We've all been through it. You've seen the open houses, right? Weekdays are really where the action is. That's because the ratio of time wasters falls off. But if you want the highest quality, private showings. They trump any open house event. Private showings are where it's at, especially when they're private showings with nothing but pre-approved buyers or buyers that are vetted to show that they actually have the money to complete the transaction for the property that you're presenting. Those are the most important appointments to prioritize when selling your home. In fact, you can even do group private showings with nothing but pre-approved buyers. And these showings have the general feel of an open house because they get busy and they get very crowded, except instead of random strangers sloshing through your doorway and mucking up your house, you'll have nothing but serious, interested, and capable buyers who are ready to make a deal to buy your home, sometimes on the spot. Myth number 2, let's price it high and come down later if we have to. No. If a home sits in the market too long, of all the things that might be wrong with it, and it could be really messed up inside and out, there's only one thing that's stopping it from selling. And that one thing is the price. In a hot market, if a home is unsold within 3 to 4 or 5 weeks, that is crystal clear evidence that you got to drop the price. But dropping the price can very easily reflect poorly on the home. It makes some people start to question what might be wrong with it. That's why pricing realistically from day 1 saves time. And when you start at the lower number, when you start much lower, for you get the, you price it, here's the highest it could sell for, here's the lowest down here, somewhere in the middle, lower part. When you do that, it makes some people feel a little bit better about showing up and maybe becoming invested in the emotional aspect of home buying. They don't fall in love with it until they get there. So when you start at a lower number, even as low as 10 to 15% below the market value, the results of that strategy almost always end in a bidding war with multiple offers that actually drive the price up, even as high as 5, 10, or even 20% over market value. It happens all the time. Myth number 3 on the list of 5 myths that home sellers should stop believing. I'll list my home when my offer on my next home is accepted. What? Okay. If you need to sell your home, your current home, in order to buy your next home, then waiting to list is the worst possible strategy in a hot market, which we're still in. So I will say that if you're a cash buyer who's fortunate enough to be able to purchase your next home without selling your current home, then obviously this one doesn't apply to you, okay? But for the majority of us little people out here, the only way to complete our next purchase is with the proceeds from the sale of our current home. And having a giant house-sized hurdle will only hurt any offer that you might choose to make on your new home. So think about it. If you're making an offer and it's subject to the sale of your home, then most sellers will not take you seriously. If you haven't taken selling your own home seriously, your offer is going to be rejected because there's no savvy seller who'd take the risk of waiting for you to get your act together. Listing your home before you start looking will help your offer tremendously. Just add the phrase subject to seller finding suitable housing to your listing description. And don't worry, if you get a buyer before you find a home to buy, a buyer is more likely to wait than a seller is. So you'll be fine. Next up, myth number 4 on the list of 5 myths that home sellers should stop believing. This one's a mouthful, okay? The listing description needs to tug on the heartstrings of the reader with lots of innovative language and details. A bullshit. Did that get bleeped?
Nope.
Good. While it's a great idea to have a factual listing description that's both enticing and easy to read, don't go overboard with descriptions or embellishments. It's better to be direct with the home's highlights while also pleasantly surprising in-person potential buyers with features that didn't make the cut in your listing description, more so than to lure them there with things that the home does not truly offer. For instance, saying you have a luxurious waterfront home when it's really just a standard bungalow, cottage, cape, colonial ranch, or raised ranch located near a tiny pond. It's considered to be puffing when you do that. Puffing, that's the phrase, which is another way to say exaggerating, or that thing politicians do, a bullshit. The fact is, nobody's buying when they think you're lying. It only leads to disappointment, and worst of all, no sale. And finally, myth number 5 on the list of 5 myths that home sellers should stop believing. I have to pay up to 7% to an agent to sell my home, right? No. This one is super important for you to know, and while it might not be a secret to some, most people don't know that you actually can negotiate your listing agent's commission prior to listing your home. Happens all the time, and I'm sure that just by me saying this, I'm causing a lot of low-end agents out there to want to smash their screen in hopes of hitting me in the face, maybe outside. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, agents, not happy. I'm talking about this. But the fact is, you have the right to negotiate. Either way, it's true. Compensation is neither standardized nor non-negotiable. However, a knowledgeable and experienced agent who expertly solves problems and who executes superior marketing to help you sell your home for the most money possible is worth every penny. As the old saying goes, the cheap comes out expensive, or to put it another way, you get exactly what you pay for. So choose wisely. Want to learn more? Drop a question in the comments or reach me through my website, BennettTeam.com. That's BENNETT team, TEAM.com. And if you're in the market for residential or commercial real estate in the Rhode Island area, whether you're buying, selling, renting, investing, my team and I are standing by 7 days per week to bring you real answers to your real estate questions. Oh, yeah. And if you're selling, in particular, if you're selling, remember what I just said about negotiating the commission. I will actually, this is a bonus, I will show you how you can get 100% full service for as low as 0% commission. It's a total game changer that'll save you tens of thousands of dollars on the sale of your home. But full disclosure, any breakdown or explanation of the system itself is exclusively done during an in-person meeting. So if you're serious about selling, let's schedule a meeting, especially if you're in Rhode Island. And if you're someplace else, I can try and hook you up with someone. You'll be on your way to selling your home with all the service, all the support, all the protection, and all the experience for as low as 0% commission with a full-time professional. So follow me on all the social media platforms of your choice and reach me anytime to get real answers to your real estate questions. I'm Donnie Bennett from the Donnie Bennett Team here at Blackstone Ocean Properties. Reach me anytime for 100% full service, 0% commission, and real estate in the Ocean State. God bless.